world is not yet a perfect place. There's a lot of things that could change that would make it better. The question is, how do we go about bringing these changes without actually making things worse? Hello friends, my name is Vas Solo. Welcome to Why Spirit Matters, a channel dedicated to exploring spirituality. The world has become a very chaotic and unstable place. First we had the eruption of COVID, which destabilized the world. And then we had the murder of George Floyd, which sparked mass civil unrest. We had masses of people out there protesting and demanding justice for the murder. People wanted to make changes to policing. Others wanted to abolish the police altogether, and some even wanted to tear down the entire structure of the American system. You had people who were tearing down statues, others who were burning and looting businesses. There were celebrities making corny videos from the safety of their mansions, apologizing for their whiteness.
I take responsibility.
I take responsibility.
And you even had a movement that wanted to ban Paw Patrol.
Whenever there's a problem, round Adventure Bay.
And then you had people on the other side who disagreed, who didn't want things to change. They considered America to be a great country full of opportunity and equal rights. They didn't believe in abolishing the police or tearing down the structure of the system. They didn't believe in things like white privilege or systemic racism. Neither did they want to take a look at things like corruption in the government, abuse of power, hoarding of wealth, the exploitation of the working class. No, that doesn't exist in America. They wanted these protesters to just shut up and to go away. Now, is any of this new? It's not. This conflict, this tug of war between a side that wants things to change and a side that wants them to stay the same has always existed since the beginning of time. Now, things are changing whether some people like it or not. But the people that want this change to happen should also understand that there are things that they can do that can make things change for the worse instead of for the better. And that's what I want to talk about today. I want to talk about the 3 principles that'll help us cooperate and create a positive change so that we can move into the future together rather than staying divided like we are right now. Principle number 1 is learning how to listen to each other.
Listen to me, listen to me, listen.
This is important because the issues that we're trying to solve are very complex and nuanced. They're not black and white, pardon the pun, like some people think. The answers that we're looking for are going to be found somewhere in this gray area in the middle. And in order to find them, we have to have those uncomfortable conversations. We're not going to come to any kind of positive solution if we just keep yelling back and forth like a bunch of 8-year-olds. I'll give you an example of an interaction that I had on social media. Somebody posted something on Instagram expressing their point of view, and I disagreed with them, so I posted a comment expressing my point of view. And instead of having a dialogue with me so we can reach some sort of understanding, that person just deleted my comment and removed me off their friends list. Now, that is the least productive thing that we could possibly do. Right there, we lost an opportunity to get to understand each other. And that's why it's so important to listen to each other. If we listen to each other, we're going to get a much better understanding of the issues that we're facing and the solutions that we need to implement. Now, in order to listen to each other effectively, we have to use the second principle, which is humility.
I'm going to tell you the good and the bad that I see here. I think you're very condescending and a know-it-all.
What I'm seeing from people is that when people believe something really strongly, they tend to get really self-righteous about it.
I execute judgment on you, you destroyer, you killer!
And then they shut everybody else out, forgetting that their point of view is simply that. It's a point of view. It's like a laser that's shining on a large 3-dimensional object. They can only see that part of the object that their laser is pointing to. People with different points of view also have a laser pointing on a different part of that object. And in order for us to get a full understanding of what we're dealing with, we have to be able to talk to those people, being humble enough to understand that we don't know everything. I'll give you another example of another interaction I had on social media, which was actually positive. Somebody made a post on Facebook, again, expressing a point of view that I didn't necessarily understand or agree with. And I responded to their post with, again, my own point of view. But this time, instead of shutting the conversation down simply because we disagreed, we actually just went back and forth talking to each other. And at the end of that conversation, I came out with a much better understanding of what they meant by their post and a wider perspective perspective on the issue that they were highlighting. But if we didn't have that conversation, I would have lost the opportunity to change my perspective.
And the earth is
Flat. Flat.
the earth is flat.
My reality, my senses tell me that the earth is flat and stationary.
And that brings me to my third principle, which is staying grounded. Let me explain what I mean by that. Right now, a lot of people are very angry and upset.
First time on the shoulder. Here's a tall man.
And rightfully so. But we will not create a positive change if we're trying to do so from a place of anger and hate. We can't label the other side as our enemy, because they're not. If we think about it, they want the exact same thing that we want. They want harmony and peace. It's just that they have a different idea of how that's going to come about. So we have to respect that and learn how to stay grounded and calm when we're having these conversations. Because when all of this is over, we don't want a winner and a loser. We want both sides to cooperatively move forward into the future together. And that's all I wanted to say for today. I just wanted to get that off my chest because, like I said, I'm seeing a lot of instability in the world right now. Things are changing, and I hope that they can change for the better. Thank you for watching this video. If you like what you saw, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. I upload one video every Sunday talking about the spiritual path and what we can do to make this world a better place. Let me know in the comments what you thought of today's video. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree? Let me know. That's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.